What's going on, guys? Welcome to LateNightVapes. My name's Rabbit. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to make this a little bit of a vlog. Talk about what's going on. If you guys seen the videos, you've seen me. I moved all around the room trying to get a better video point of view, and I can't get it. I'm just not happy with the backdrop, but I'm still working on it, changing stuff around. I got some new stuff. I've done a few videos and haven't liked the quality, haven't liked how they turned out, so I've kind of been messing around with the videos. I got a ton of juice that it's insanely awesome. And it's too many to mention. I've got to do the reviews on them. I'm just trying to work on them. Got a couple new RDAs. Been running a lot with the Plumevail, which I've been working on a review for that, and not real happy with it. About 3 weeks into it now, one of the screws is stripped out on it. So I've been having to run it in single coil because the other side won't tighten down. I mean, I can make it work, but it just the screws are kind of wonky when I first got it, anyways. Yeah, not really. I liked it when I first got it, but it's a finicky little RDA. It hits good. I mean, the airflow's nice on it. It's got a ton of adjustable airflow. Airflow just at the top, the slots on the side, and then of course comes up under the negative post. I've got this on the Manhattan penny. Copper, and it is just, look at that patina. This was done by Bluegrass Patinas in Lexington, Kentucky, a friend of mine. But yeah, it's beautiful. And then the Plumevail on there, just a nice setup. It's doing okay. I got the Tugboat in. It's okay too. A few things I don't like about it is its machining. It's kind of got like little ridges, real fine grooves, and it's hard to see there. But every little thing gets kind of stuck in there, and especially the drip tip the same way. They got stuff stuck all in, and you have to constantly kind of just scrape those little ridges out and keep it clean. I've got just a tip wide bore on there. Let me throw it on there. I'll show you how it's played. I don't even know what I got on this thing. Okay, this is on the copper caravello, and the tugboat there. It's doing pretty good. Yeah, I've got a single coil on this one too, 6 reps G-plat. What's on that and the Plumevail, so both of these are actually in single coil. Speaking of single coils, that seems to be, I'm getting a lot of questions. Everybody wanted to jump from the pin style Ego up to a mod, and there's a kind of a large gap there in between your starting point and using and blowing the huge clouds. It's got to do with the airflow and builds, and there's a lot to learn. There's a lot to buy. Mods you can get pretty cheap. Fast Tech is always a great place to buy mods. They're cheap. If you get a bad one, you get a bad one, but for the most part, they're decent. They're a good starting mod. You know, for what is it, 12 bucks, you can pick up an M16 Sentinel telescoping mod, probably the cheapest one out there. Works great, no issues. It's a great starting RDA. It's cheap and easy to use. Okay, and as far as the RDAs go, what you need to build with, you can't beat the Stillare. And then the Patriots. I'm a big Patriots fan, I always have been. I've got a couple of them. This is actually a CCI Militia, but it's kind of modeled in the Patriot. Simple top cap design, nothing real fancy, but it's easy to drill out and modify. And then this is the version 2 with the bigger post. Make sure when you look for the Patriot, you don't get the ones with the little tiny posts. They're crap. The CCI Militia is a really good one. It's well constructed, it's built well, it hits good. I use the vape band because I've actually got a little bit too much airflow. I'm running Twisted 24 gauge G-Plat Elite single strand dual cool, so it ends up looking like that. You can see that there. This is to show you the difference here. Need a whole airflow. Those are big clouds. This is an advanced build though. This is something that you have to work up to. The single cool is where you start at. And I've got a video already of a single cool, just a simple single cool building. And I'll link to that in the description below so you can kind of follow it too. But yeah, there's so many mods and stuff. This is the Caravella. This is a pretty nice one. I actually picked this up at Vape Revolutions in Moorhead, Kentucky. The Penny mod I got off of Fast Tech. I paid $25 for the Penny mod. And this has got the magnetic switch in it. This doesn't have the spring. I got to do a review on this too. I told you I'm behind. I haven't done any videos. But I got this in for $25 Fast Tech. It takes about a week and a half. And then I sent this out to my buddy at Bluegrass Patina. And he put that beautiful finish on there and clear coated it. And just made it real pretty. And yeah, it's pretty nice, isn't it? Still waiting. I got another Caravella coming in tomorrow, I think. It's in Louisville, so hopefully it'll be here tomorrow. It's a black one. And I've got a Poseidon, which is it's got a 5-post RDA. Do some quad cool on it and see what we can do with it. But yeah, guys, watch that single cool. Then there's a couple others too. The dual cool, if you want to try that. I actually started out doing the single strand dual cools when I started doing dual cools. A lot of people think that's a new invention, but that's how I learned how to do it, because you have 3 posts. If you're gonna build 2 cools, it just makes sense to use 1 wire and twist on each side. That's how I started building duals, and you'll see that in the video too. That's how I learned how to do dual cools. I very rarely do the 2 actual single cools and put them in together and cut all those wires. It's just too much. Wiring less is better. You know, the less wire you have, the lower the resistance. So even with the, I don't know if you can see that or not. That's a single cool, but it's just 6 wraps, real close together there. And that's on like a 7/64. But this is a simple, easy build to do. Takes just a few minutes. You know, that's a pretty good cloud. That's a lot better than the Eagle. I don't even have an Eagle. I've got some coming in. I had actually ordered some. You know, that's a step up. You can also go the tank route too. The Pro Tank Mega, I have a video on that. It is a great tank. It gets nice big thick clouds. You use a Sub-Ohm cools and it really makes it a lot better. Even the Nautilus with the new cools, the Atomizer style cools they have now, you can blow some bigger clouds. But you're looking at a $45 investment in a Pro Tank and Mega Tank. $50 with the cool. With an RDA, you know, for the tube, the atomizer, you need wire, you need batteries. Batteries is another thing. Invest in good batteries. Spend the extra money and get good batteries. It's you're dealing with electricity here and you're building cools. You need to use good batteries. Sony Green, these 30 amp batteries, VCT4s, VCT5s, those are where you want to stay. Those are really good batteries. They have good life, they're strong, they're safe. You can build low on there and it won't hurt anything. You know, I think this is like a .08 build. No issues. I've run the Sony down to 0.05. Be very careful when you do that because the battery can get very hot. The mod gets hot. You want to stay in the upper range. Just use 28 gauge Canthal, just regular old Canthal, and build on it. Do 5-6 wraps, and if you want to do a dual cool, do the same. Yeah, but the whole setup, you can get a mod, RDA and stuff like that from Fast Tech for 30 bucks, 40 bucks. The batteries go to like Amazon or your local vape shop. Always try to shop local with the batteries. Don't get cheap batteries. That's what I'm trying to say. Spend the extra money. You know, get the Sony 30 amps, the Purple E-Fest. These are good batteries too. I've got a couple of these. But that's where you want to spend your extra money. You know, those run 15 bucks for the best battery. Spend it. It's safe. It'll last longer. You know, stuff like that. I'll put links to everything below here. I'm going to try to build a package for everybody. I've built it for a few people. I'm going to try to copy and paste and get everything over there, but I'm going to try to make a starting build sheet of everything you need for a starting build. Now you can choose what you want, what mod and what RDA, but I'll kind of get you guys in the right direction. Get a good charger, you know, 18650 charger, any of them work. They're about 11 bucks for an eFest charger. The Ultrafires are good, that's what I use. And then the wire, you can get that from Amazon too, your local vape shop. It's $6 for a couple feet. Just build with, get you some small screwdriver, little Stanley set off of Amazon for like $1.34. And some wire clippers and tweezers, and you need cotton balls. If you use cotton balls, use the Maxim up there, cotton balls. Those are great. They're few bucks and they taste clean. You don't have to boil them, you don't have to worry about anything like that. Just put them through that, cool them, and juice them up and you're good to go. But I've been rambling on here for 11 minutes now. I guess the last thing is I've been working on my own juice line. You guys know I do a lot of reviews and a lot of builds and stuff, but I've been working and mixing juice now for a while. I've got a couple flavors and I'm debating on whether to release them. I've been giving them away right now, and a few people, they seem to like them. But I don't really know if I want to go into selling them. There's kind of a big step from just mixing small batches to making, you know, 500 bottles, or I don't know if I could do that wholesaling, or even on a small scale. I mean, you can get really busy really fast. So I may just give them away as I go. I don't really know if I want to get into the whole business part of it. Yeah, I got some cool logos, cool flavors too. LateNightVapes. Lickety Split, that's banana split. I've got Rainbow Sherbet. I've got some new ones that seem to be really going over well. Ski. If you guys, Kentucky, Ohio, Central Park, out there, there's a soft drink. It's called Ski. It's a lemon, lime, and orange, and that's what this is. It's good stuff. And then I've got a blueberry cream. Which is actually what I'm vaping on right now, on everything pretty much. I can't get enough of it. Maybe juice here, blow some clouds, and I'll get off of here and try not to post a 15-minute video on here. Okay, so got it juiced up, pretty blue, real cool, and then the air flows. And I want to say this before we get into it: if you get like the Patriot and some of those the single caps, even the Tugboat, if you start building low, you have to drill them out. Especially the cheap Patriots from Fast Tech. They come, the airflow is that big right there, that little guy, if you can see that. And so then this is a competition cap, drill out. But the airflow is really where you get it at, and like this one. Whew, nice dense clouds there. If you hear that roar, that's exhaust fans, so because it gets so thick in here you can't see anything. But guys, as always, if you have any questions, email me, rabbitsreviews@hotmail.com, LateNightVapes@outlook.com. Visit the Facebook group, Late Night Vapes. And as always, guys, have a great day. Vape on. See you guys later.